Ready to dive into India but no clue on where to start? Stay tuned for my top 10. India is a country so rich in history and culture. It's overwhelming. It's no wonder you're having a hard time figuring out where to begin. So I'm going to share with you my top 10 places that I went to see and I think you should have on your itinerary when you go to India. So like the tagline says, India is incredible and it has no shortage of incredible destinations and sights to see. There are things there that are so incredible that you can't even believe your eyes. The beauty, the intricacy, and the artwork that has been brought by this amazing rich culture. So number 10 is Mumbai. As the New York City of India, it has a unique energy and vibe all its own. It's the home of Bollywood and the financial capital of the world's largest democracy. So it is incredibly unique and like no other city that you're going to encounter in India. It is really where you get to see the clash of the old culture and the modern, vibrant city come together and just collide. It's really where you're going to feel and see how India is a land of contrasts, where it's fighting to come into the modern era, yet it's steeped in this rich history and culture. And this is a city that does it like no other. So number 9 is Delhi. With Old Delhi and New Delhi to explore, you already know you are in for a treat. As different as can be from Mumbai, this capital city will give you an in-depth history of all that is India and how it came from British rule into the modern democracy that it is today. It has a ton of sites to visit and explore and will be a highlight on any trip to India. So as you may know, I love me some beach time. So coming in at number 8 is Goa. This tiny little state in the corner of India is incredible because there is so much beachfront. The beaches are amazing, but also what's unique about this is how the Portuguese culture clashes with the Indian culture to bring a state that is truly incredible. The beaches are beautiful, the sights are historic and interesting. This tiny little state packs a huge assortment of sights to see and things to do. All right, coming in at number 7 is Mysore. Now this often gets missed on most itineraries when you're going to India because it's a little off the beaten path of where the main sites of India are. But it's one not to be missed, and I'm going to tell you why. It is equally as magical as the other places you go. For the silks alone, it's worth the trip. But don't forget about the Mysore Palace. It is something unique, different than the other palaces, and just something very beautiful to see in India. It won't take a lot of time. A day trip will do. But that magical place with the silks and the incredible palace, that's why it's on my top 10. All right, coming in at number 6 is the Mehrangarh Fort, right outside of Jodhpur. Now, this immense fort that just sits so majestically on the top of the mountain and overlooks the blue city is incredible. I could have spent a good couple of days there. Unfortunately, I didn't have that kind of time. But if I go back, I would definitely take my time exploring this massive complex. The awesomeness of the structure, the decor, and the history, all of it will captivate you. It is a photographer's dream, giving you so many unique views and settings. You will easily spend hours exploring. Coming in at number 5 is the Sahastrabuddhe Temple's just outside of Udaipur. A short drive away from Udaipur, these temples are a supreme example of the ancient temple structures, carvings, and details found throughout India. This temple structure was by far my favorite stop at a temple throughout India, and believe me, I've been to a bunch of them. We spent a couple of hours, but I could have easily spent a few days there just looking at all of the intricate carvings and how elaborately decorated these things were. I could have spent forever there. You need to make sure that this is on your list. Coming in at number 4 is the City Palace of Jaipur. It was hard for me to pick this one because I've been to a few city palaces, but Jaipur had an edge. I think what gave it the edge is that the royal family actually still lives there. It has an incredible view. It has these beautiful courtyards, and it has this immense grandeur and detail throughout, and just the beauty of it is incredible. You get to spend a few hours there, and it is amazing. So definitely, when you're in Jaipur, it embodies what a royal palace complex should look like. That and Mysore Palace were very much in line with each other, but in the City Palace of Jaipur, I think the unique thing about it is the fact that the royal family still lives there. They still inhabit that palace, so it makes it a little unique and very cool. All right, number 3, folks, we're getting up there, is the Amer Fort. Now this place, from the grand parade of the elephants, bringing the tourists up to the entrance, to the immense layout of this fort complex, to the Taj Mahal, which is the Hall of Mirrors within the fort. Everything about this place just screams India. It screams what we dream about India. It's an unbelievable stop, and definitely one of my very top 10. All right, number 2 is Udaipur City. This was by far my favorite city anywhere in India. It is everything that you dream about when you think of what India will be like. From the tiny, crowded little streets with all of their shops, with all of the cool, bohemian kind of feel to it, to the beautiful lakes, to the rooftop cafes, to the cultural performances, the palaces. Everything about Udaipur City is incredible. I would have gladly spent an entire month there, really getting into the city and exploring it. I got about a week, and in that I got to explore some of the surrounding areas as well. But Udaipur City was beautiful. It was modern with tons of history and just everything that you think when you think about India. All right, finally, so in the number 1 spot, you probably guessed it, drum roll please, you guessed it, it's the Taj Mahal. No trip to India is complete without going to see one of the 7 wonders of the modern world. This is the most breathtaking thing I have ever seen in my entire life. I still remember the day I walked up to that structure and walking through the first archway, getting my first glimpse, and how it took my breath away. I remember being there just so surreal, not even understanding and putting together that I was here, wrapping my head around that moment. The symmetry of that garden, the beauty of that structure, of that building, of that architecture, of the inlay marble, everything about it is amazing. I can't wait to go back and see it again, spend more time there, and really enjoy it. I will give you a tip: go early in the morning if you can at sunrise. We went at sunset, which was equally as beautiful but far more crowded. So if you want those awesome pictures and views of the Taj Mahal, get there right when it opens at dawn. All right guys, so that was my top 10 of India. I hope that has inspired you to go out and see India, explore it, and not be afraid to go check it all out. Now you have a roadmap, you know what to check out and go see. If you have questions about any of the places that I mentioned, definitely check out my other videos where I go more in depth on each place that I visited. Also, don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell, Give me a big thumbs up and comment below. I'd love to hear your feedback, your questions, everything that you thought about this video. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. TravelNation, it's been a pleasure. I look forward to catching you next on the Traveling Cheesehead. Until then, travel safe.